course.
I love y'all's name, My Metal. I think it's a catchy name. I don't know. I like it.
That's what we joke with everybody. They come in, and when they write the check, I'll say, it is your metal.
Yeah, it is. It's their metal. So it's their metal now. So.
This month on another episode of Hardly Working, we're out here at My Metal with Gabe. Colby and I are finally back together again for a new episode just to highlight some local businesses and some of our customers. That's something we really love to do at American Heritage Bank. So Gabe, why don't you tell us a little bit about My Metal, how it started, and what kind of goes on?
So we've been here in Clovis, New Mexico. We opened in August of 2008. And what it was to fill the need to manufacture steel paneling and trim for a sister company we have called My Storage. That business, we work from Tucson, Arizona, all the way to Decatur, Alabama, Grand Rapids, Michigan, and we build storage units to send all over. In August 2008, we got the equipment to make all the materials ourselves, and it opened up outside sales for My Metal. And so I came in January of 2009, and we really launched the My Metal, and we've just exploded since then. We have another location in Roswell on the way to Ruidoso. So we manufacture down there, we manufacture here. And what we specialize in is metal paneling, trim to do roofs, fences, steel buildings, things like that. We do a lot of barndominium projects, from Dallas to all over the place. We've sold, building packages and stuff like that. We've got 5 buildings going to Hawaii this year.
Wow.
And so we've really expanded, since 2009 to where we're at today.
All from little Clovis, New Mexico. So you never know where all this metal may be going. So.
Yeah. And if you don't know, not only do they have My Metal, stop me if I forget one, but they also have My Storage, Roper Fencing, Renovar Energy, Bostwick Farms,
we have
Clovis West Side.
We have a lot of businesses here. So Roper Fence is in-house with us. So any vinyl, metal fencing, he specializes in that. Next door we have Clovis West Side Storage, which is a storage lot that we use out of our portable storage sheds. We also have covered parking for RVs, boats, trailers, things like that. And we're always expanding that. We've purchased more property. So hopefully in the future we're going to be having more covered parking, more storage units, shop space, who knows. But it's a fun ride to grow the business, and we appreciate the local community helping us.
Of course.
I love y'all's name, My Metal. I think it's a catchy name. I don't know. I like it.
That's what we joke with everybody. They come in, and when they write the check, I'll say, it is your metal.
Yeah, it is. It's their metal. So it's their metal now. So anyway.
All right, well, cool. Well, what can we start doing for you?
So the first thing we're going to do, we'll go in and get some safety equipment, some personal protective equipment, some gloves, things like that. We got a lot of sharp metal edges and things.
That's true.
So we'll get that, and then we'll come back and do some of the trim folding, and then we'll run some panels.
Awesome.
Sounds like a plan. She's gonna do it in her high heels and all.
Every roof, fence, metal building, you have main components. You have your paneling, which we make, and then we have the trim to add, the ridge caps, things like that edge trim that you see on roofs. And so there's a whole lot that goes into the roof package, a fence package, a steel building. So this is an area we call the trim shop, and then we have a panel line over here. So what we'll do, Carlos is going to come show up here. This is Carlos Reese.
Hey, how are you?
Melrose native. Grew up in Melrose. So he's been working for us for a long time.
Cool deal.
So he started on the panels, and then now he runs the trim shop. And hammers all this trim that you see behind you out to go out on different orders.
Wow.
See all the different customers' names, and then let them pick it up. So what we have, this is called a hydraulic
Get next to him for the mic.
brake. And this is a pretty cool piece of equipment. It's all hydraulic driven, all computerized. So basically, we program all the different parts into the computer, and then this will fold.
Okay.
And so what he's going to do here, we've got a part that we call a rake trim. It's just an edge trim on the roof. And so Carlos can demonstrate it here, so he'll be reaching behind you.
No, you're good. We can get out of his way. So.
What it does, it's all by pedal press, and then it cycles through. And so what he's doing right now is putting the hem on the edge, rolls the edge, stiffens it up, and then press it. And it's all driven by fingers, so it knows the dimensions to push it out.
Really?
So it'll come out a little bit more, and then it touch the fingers, and now feel what we call prop it, like a helicopter or an airplane prop.
That's really cool. So you just put the design in the computer, and then
the design in the computer,
and then you just have to move the metal to the right places, and then it bends it.
It bends it. It tells you there's lights that tell you to flip it, prop it, anything like that.
Okay.
And you just follow along with the machine, and it's pretty quick.
That is.
Hammer out a ton in no time.
You never really pay attention. I know, like when you get metal, you know all the side pieces and stuff, but you never think that someone actually has to fold all that stuff. So yeah, that's really cool.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, go ahead, Colby. You first.
You don't want to?
You first.
Ladies first. Oh man. Okay. Well, maybe we won't screw anything up too much.
So what you're gonna do? All of this different material we get in, and we'll show you. It comes pre-painted.
Okay.
So he's doing some white right now for an order, and then he's got a big gray order to do.
Okay.
But it's got two sides, and so this is your finished side. We put a protective plastic on it, so it doesn't scratch as easy. And so what the machine will tell you is whether the paint's up or the paint's down.
Okay.
So this machine, for this type of trim, the paint is down.
Okay.
So he has it just like this. So what you'll do, I'll help you with this piece.
No, you're good. I don't want to screw your stuff up, so.
No, not at all.
Metal is not cheap.
Okay, so we're gonna just slide it down.
Okay.
Until it pops in just like that.
Okay.
Push it all the way back in.
Awesome. Is that good?
Yep. And then what I want you to do, keep your hands away from the machine. This left pedal on
Hit
the
it.
left side, just push it. Push it again until it goes all the way down. The light's going to turn white.
Oh.
Now push the right pedal and watch your belly, because this is going to come up. And it's going to come all the way back down. Just let go.
Oh.
Yep. Okay, now this is going to raise, so you're just going to push this in. Now push your left pedal.
Do I need to hit it
Push
again?
it again until it goes all the way down. It'll turn white. Now just tap the right one.
Oh.
Yep, no, you're good. So see, it automatically advanced to the next step.
Okay.
So now you're going to go left pedal.
Hit again.
Watch your finger, make sure underneath you're not in there.
Okay.
Yep,
Hit it
just
now.
Push it until it goes down, turns white. Now just tap your right pedal.
This thing goes up.
Yep. Yeah, you just have to tap the right one. Just push it one time and then...
The right one. I'm sorry, hit the
No,
right
you're
one
good.
again.
Hit the left one now.
Left one, okay.
Now just push it again until it goes down. Okay, now just tap the right one. Let go. There you go. Okay, see now it turned orange.
Okay.
That tells us we've got to
Turn it around.
prop it. Just like this.
Just go in.
And then, if you can see, there's little fingers. See right there? See that little metal finger?
Oh, yeah.
Pull it out. And it just rests against that finger.
Rest against it.
Yeah. Make sure your fingers are clear. So this is the hard part. You gotta hold it, but then you reach over and touch the left pedal.
So this one.
Yeah. Push it. Push it again. Okay. Now just tap the right one. Hold your material right here. And when it goes down, just gonna let go. And you have done your first piece of rake trim.
Well, that's a little bit more complicated than you think. So you gotta know your shapes and know what to do.
Every part is a different. If you look here.
You gotta know your right and left from each other. So ever for us to do this.
Yeah.
So.
See, so we can go through. This is our computer. All of our parts catalog.
Okay.
So see, there's hundreds.
So how do you know like which ones to do?
So that's what we do in the office. So
Okay.
when somebody brings in a roof drawing or we're doing a steel building package, we know the specific trims that need to be
I
used.
see.
Or sometimes our customers, they might need a custom trim. So we can adjust it. We can say, okay, instead of 4 inches, we need this space 6 inches. So then we program it special.
I see.
And so we tell customers, pretty much if you can draw it, we can probably make it.
Okay.
And so we
That's
can
neat.
custom fit it for the roofs. People come in, I don't want to paint anymore. And so we make the trim wider. It covers all of the wood around their eaves and their gables, and they don't ever have to paint it.
That's cool.
So
how many times have you messed up doing this? A lot? Seems like a pro.
the hardest thing is those little what we call feather fingers.
Yeah.
Is making sure the material's right on that. If you miss one, then your material's crooked. So then you get it folded and it's crooked.
Well.
So we have a scrap bin. It gets put in a scrap, or if it's decent, we'll put it in a stock rack. And we have customers come in and, I just need a piece of rake, and they can go pick it off the rack.
Well, that's cool. Well, that's neat. That's cool.
What's that picture about?
So that is what happens if you get your fingers stuck in this machine. So we have it as a warning.
Was that your finger? It wasn't your finger.
I think I'll pass.
I think you could do it.
Did you not see the picture?
Do you mind if she does another one?
She can do another one, or we can go do panels.
It's up to y'all.
We can do panels.
That works. That works. Well, thank you.
We'll show you a little bit more.
You're doing a good job. All right. Thank you.
So back here, I'll show you. We handle about 20 different colors of material. So that all comes in pre-painted. It's a 40-year warranty on the paint. And so when it comes in, it comes in full coil. So this machine over here slices it down to whatever width he needs to fold. But this is some of our coils. We have probably 30 over in another building.
So, what color do y'all go through the most? Like, what is the most popular metal color?
White.
White.
We have a light stone that's an almond color. Galvalume, which is just the unpainted.
I see.
We do a whole lot of that. A lot of rustic red. In this area, the barn red.
Yeah.
It's very popular. We got black. We got copper, blues, greens, grays.
There's quite a few colors, more than you would think for metal. So
Yeah.
that's.
So how do you pick them up and move them? Because I'm sure they're pretty heavy.
So we get these up to 10,000 pounds.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
So we've got a forklift that will lift it and then sets it on what we call a coil card, and that is an old machine.
Then you just unroll it and then cut
And
it.
we unroll it, and it'll either go through the slicer or it'll go through the roll former.
Well, that's cool. That's neat. Y'all have quite a bit. So
It's a lot.
one question that we got. So we all know that everything's gone up in the last several months.
Very much
So-
so in the steel market.
How much has it gone up, like within the last year, 6 months?
Since August, we're anywhere from 80 to 120%.
Wow,
Since last August.
Since last August.
it's crazy.
And the thing is, we're still staying busy, and so, the need is still there. And so the steel mills that make these coils, the domestic ones, they're booked through November of this year.
Really,
And so we're fortunate, we're on account with, about 5 suppliers.
that's good.
So if supplier A doesn't have it, I can get it from supplier B. But it's everything from just the screws and fasteners that we sell to the coils.
Really,
So we do 2 different profiles of panels, technically 3. So we do what's called an R panel or a U panel. This machine, so this is how they load the coils. They'll set the coil on here on the coil cart, and then it loads it on the mandrel to feed it into the machine. So our roll former has 2 different profiles in it, and so if you load it in the top set of rollers, then it'll make a U panel. If you load it in the bottom set of rollers, it makes an R panel. So he's in the U panel right now is what he's got loaded.
Okay.
Will run, so it's set up to do so. But it starts off, this is pretty interesting to most people. It starts off, just in the flat coil,
yeah.
and it's really flimsy. turn into something, stout.
Yeah.
And all of our panels that we do are Class 4 impact rated.
Oh, really?
So, when you're doing a residential roof on your home and stuff, a lot of times you get insurance savings, things like that, if you put a Class 4 roof on it.
Okay.
So all of ours are certified for hail resistance. And so, it depends on your agent, but I've had people come in and say, yeah, save me 20-30% on my hazard insurance. Just putting a metal roof.
I can imagine. So
Especially when the hailstorm comes around here, it comes.
we do get hail. So
what it does, every set of rollers adds a little bit of a bend to it. So you can see it's flat here, it's got a little bit of a bend, getting bigger and bigger, and add more rims.
So I'm gonna stop you right here.
Okay.
So what do these boots do?
What are the boots do, Terry? This is Terry White. He's Clovis native.
Hey Terry, how are you? Wait, that was just a joke.
The mud boots.
The mud boots?
Mud
Okay.
boots. Hey, it rained a lot last night, so that's a good thing.
Part of
So
our yard's flooded.
I bet. So
Yeah,
this.
you can see as we go through the stages, it's adding more ribs to the material.
Okay.
So these are just the sheets. These are the sheet metals
These are
that
the
are.
sheet metal.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
The U panel or R panel that we make.
Well, that's really cool.
And it's all computerized. So what we do when a customer orders or anything like that, or we figure the job, and we figure out what links they need.
Okay.
So you can see he ran an order this morning that had 10, 15 twos, a 14, 9, 11, 6, 8, 6, and it's all accurate about to a 16th of an inch.
And it'll automatically cut them.
It automatically cuts it to
Awesome.
that link. It feeds it at the right speed.
Huh.
We can run it up to 150 foot a minute.
Oh my
If we
goodness.
don't do that,
That's when you're in a...
that wears your equipment out. So we keep it slow. But what it does, it'll run it, and then after it runs it, it'll stack it. And then we bundle it up, take it out in the yard, and you can see we've got quarters stacked out there in the yard,
Cool.
ready to pick up and get their trim.
Okay. That's neat. Is there any way that we could like see it run?
Yeah,
Is that okay?
We're gonna run some. So
I don't want to
he'll
mess you up.
program this job right here.
Okay.
So what it is, it's 24 U panel white, 20 foot 4 inches. So he's going to program it, and then we've got it set up and get to start running it. Okay, so he went ahead and started it. He's going to let it shear one, and then we'll stop it, and then Marissa can take over.
She can start a job. Sorry.
Okay, so what it did, it ran the first panel.
Sorry.
And it counts it the whole time, so it'll tell you right here. So we've got 24, 20 foot 4 inches. It's completed. So it's ran 20 foot of 488 feet to this job.
Wow.
And so when you're ready, Marissa, hit the green start button,
Okay, you ready?
and then you'll come down here. So what we do is when it runs, this is going to open so you can kind of stay away. You want to come to the end of the panel.
Now slide it back.
Stack it, and then you just want to push that back.
Oh, so does it slide
Yeah,
off?
because that way it keeps everything even.
I can do that.
Good job.
You want me to turn it up faster?
It's whatever you would normally do.
That's about normal.
So how many feet is the roll of metal?
Average coil is going to be about 3,500 feet.
35. Is that
Since we've been open, we've circled the earth about 15 times. Plus a little bit,
Really?
just to run the panels. But the cool thing, I tell people, we could run this whole barn in probably 2 hours.
Really? Wow.
So what it's doing right now is the computer is telling Terry that the end of the machine over there is the last edge of the panel, so we don't have any waste. So it tells him to go what we call a smart cut, and so he can shear it, and then when that last part runs out, that's the end.
Huh.
And so he's got more jobs, so he's not going to smart cut it. But it'll show you basically.
Where? Right here?
Get it. Good job.
This one?
This one. And then 20 footer right there.
How cool is that? That's really neat that it does that. So
Pull it.
Pull it.
Reach over, pull it, slide it down the roller.
More?
Okay. And then so back up, he'll turn the line off, he'll open the deal.
oh.
Okay.
Do you want me to lift my finger and do that a little
No,
bit?
it's tough.
Okay. Oh, now this is the hard part. Awesome. Look at all your hard work.
Yeah.
Good job. That's how it's done.
Well, that's really cool. That
What
looks
he'll do now is
it's pretty.
he'll put cover sheets on it, band it, we'll put a tag that has the customer's name, the order, everything on the tag. And I'll show you the tag here.
Thank
So
you, Terry.
this is how we
Yes, thank you.
distinguish what's in it. So he'll put this in a little weatherproof envelope, bundle. This has their UL classification, class 4. Every bundle we do gets a tag.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's polar white is the
Awesome.
color. Awesome. Well, cool deal. That's neat.
Was.
That's our main production. Is the paneling, and that's pretty much every job we do includes that. And then we do framing. We got screw inventory, closure inventory, silicone, rivets, everything kind of needed for the metal jobs we have here.
Okay.
My eyelashes are too long. for
So
this.
all this out here is just. So I guess a little plug. So y'all have RV storage.
We have RV
So
storage.
how-
We have in-yard rentals. So if you want to just rent a storage unit, we have two different sizes. We have a 8 by 12 and a half, which is a 10 by 10,
Okay.
essentially 100 square feet, and then we have a 10 by 16 and a half
Oh, wow.
building, which is 165 square feet. And we have in-yard rentals. So we have a keypad access gate
Oh,
on the
really?
back road, and customers can come in and they can rent one of our storage units in our yard.
Okay. Well, that's neat. So how do customers get a hold of y'all if they want to rent a storage shed or put their
So-
RV under y'all's sheds?
Look us up on Facebook,
Okay.
on Google, anything like that. It's Clovis Westside Storage.
Okay.
And reach out to Melody inside, handles the rentals for those.
So-
The RV's kind of been a hit.
Really?
It was just the covered parking.
Yeah.
We had the room. We decided let's try it. We put up 200 foot, and in a week it was full.
Well, that's
so we
good.
added 200 more feet. In a week it was full.
Oh,
We
wow.
just added 175 feet. In a couple weeks it's full.
Well, that's good. So well, that's cool. Y'all thought of that. Y'all definitely thought of a lot of cool things,
Interesting
and
idea.
it all comes from Clovis. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of crazy. So you know, you don't ever think that it's one town like Clovis, it can spread, and
Spread that
so
much,
much
yeah.
stuff can go out from here. So, well, cool deal.
Yeah, we can go in.
So if someone came in here and was like, I want to build a barn house, then you could just help put the customers' ideas into
So
a
what-
building.
What I tell people is, can we get a floor plan? Let's start with your floor plan, and then we build the barndominium
I see.
off of that. You know, floor plan comes in, you know, whether they have an architect or a draftsman or somebody like that, they bring me the floor plan, elevations, it gives me an idea of what the building looks like. Then I can go in and really do a 3D render.
It's really cool.
And so, once we get the 3D render similar to that, then I have partners all over the country that build the framing. So it's what we call a pre-engineered metal building. So they do the framing, the engineering, the anchor bolts, all that. So I'll send them the plans, the floor plan, the drawings, stuff like that. And then they come back with a frame design that would look something similar to this.
Okay.
And so then we go through and figure all the sheets, the trim, the screws, the closures, the tape, everything
Wow.
else to put it all together as one kit. Where it's a full wood frame structure and we just wrap it in metal.
Hmm.
You know, and so that's what you call a stick built or a pole barn type deal. But you know, to show you an example of the one I just showed you, you know, it was just a basic drawing. But here's the finished product.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that is
Is that-
nice.
Local?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Looks
Never
nice.
seen quite that design before.
So that's, you know, we started with a floor plan and an architect's rendering.
So would you live in a barn house? Are you too city to live in a barn house?
That last one looked really nice.
That
Well,
is
we
cool.
really appreciate you having us out here. That was actually a lot of fun. I had no clue what we'd be doing today.
No, I didn't either.
But
So
I really enjoyed that. So thanks for having us out. And we should say you've been tagged by American Heritage
Perfect.
Bank and everything. And so if you guys need any metal, you know where to come. And if you're a local business that's looking for somewhere to bank, you guys now know where to come as well.
I know we just did a little bit of stuff. We didn't do like a whole lot of stuff. But do you think that we're hireable or fireable material?
I think you're definitely hireable.
You
Oh,
think so?
well, thank you.
What? I wonder what the boss says. Do you think she thinks that we're hireable?
S'mores. She said yes.
She
Hired.
said yes. There you go. Well, thank you so
Okay,
much for
Colby,
having us
Marissa,
out. I really
thank you
appreciate
all.
it. So